Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Rick Wallace. Won't be keeping you long, sitting up here in the airport, getting ready to head out, uh, get ready to go do this thing. But just sitting up here thinking. And one of the things that my entire concept of working with people for self-empowerment is built around is the person's design. I believe that every person is designed with something unique, something powerful inside of them. I believe that every person has a gift and every person has a genius, regardless of whether or not you're born with what may be considered learning disabilities, intellectual challenges, whether you're born into an impoverished family, whether you're a person that never knew your father. No matter what your situation is that you're born into, no matter what labels may be laid on you early in life, you still have a gift. You still have a genius that allows you to access, activate, and use that gift. What you have to do is look at your design and understand that your design is indicative of greatness. There's nobody that's on this face of the earth that was meant to be mediocre. There's nobody on the face of this earth that was meant to be average. Average becomes the default when you just simply show up. When you're performing below average, that's poor decision making. But in order to activate the good, the great, and the phenomenal in your life, you have to be willing to invest in your design. In other words, take your talents to another level. Don't be satisfied with simply having the talent and playing around with it. Invest in the talent, refine the talent, work on the talent, develop the talent. And then in addition to developing the talent, you also got to develop a skill set. One of the things that, being a former athlete, one of the things that I saw all the time was these unbelievably talented people that were not showing up. I mean, you see them, you saw them. I mean, everybody talking about how well they're going to do. They get to the league, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, they get there and they tank. The reason they tank is they have been riding their talent, and their talent got them so far. But when you get to among the best of the best, talent isn't enough. You've got to develop skill. You got to develop skills in an area that is not naturally your strengths. You know, if you're playing basketball, you may be an unbelievable shooter or an unbelievable leaper, but your ball handling skills suck. You've got to work on your ball handling skills. You got to work on your footwork. You got to work on playing with your back against the goal. All those things that you're not good at are the things you develop skills in. You develop skills across the board. It's the same thing if you're going to be working in the boardroom. You may be exceptional at conceptualizing ideas, but you're horrible at organizing and creating strategies. You've got to work on that skill set, develop that skill set. You got to prepare yourself. Living at the level of your design requires that you're invested in yourself. It requires that you're putting in work. It requires that you are not coasting through life. There's no reward for coasting. There's no reward for sitting up and just showing up every day. One of the things I saw within the last few years, and I applaud it, even though I do have some differences of opinion with this guy in a number of areas. One thing I saw that he did that I definitely applauded was when James Harrison took his son's participation trophies and gave them back to the Little League football team they were playing for. You know, you don't get a trophy just for showing up, just for being there, just for being on the team. You know, you gotta earn your accolades. You gotta earn your rewards. You gotta earn your elevation, your promotions. You gotta earn that. You gotta get out there and you gotta put in the work. You gotta be committed to the work. You gotta be committed to who you are and what you want to become. I tell you this all the time. You don't get what you want. You get who you are. If you've been getting something and you're not satisfied with it, it's because of who you are. You've got to be willing to change you. So you start with changing your thinking, the way you look at things, the way you perceive things, the way that you look at money, the way you look at work. You got to change your work ethic. Work ethic. Work ethic is the formal way or the professional way of putting it, but I just like to call it grind. You got to be on the grind mode, in grind mode, almost all the time. You got to wake up on grind mode. I tell people all the time, one way that I've succeeded is that grind mode has become a part of my DNA, and I don't grind for things. I don't grind for goals. My goals are set for me to pace myself and to make sure I'm going somewhere, but I don't grind for that. What I grind for is because that's who I am. I get up and hustle is in me. I don't know how to sit still. I don't know how to just be cool and lay back. I'm about to get in trouble because I'm on the phone, but you know I gotta do what I gotta do. But grind mode should just be in your DNA. It should be who you are. So that when you wake up every morning, it's not something you got to turn on. It's not something you got to have something to motivate you to do. It's just what you do because of it's a part of who you are. But when you do that, you're developing yourself. You're working on your skill set. You're enhancing your talent, enhancing your gift. You're building a skill set to subsidize and supplement your talent. Living life at the level of your design is a responsibility. It's not simply a privilege, it's a responsibility. It's something that you have a responsibility and an obligation to do. You have contributions that you were designed to make to this world. You were designed to make these contributions. You. And what happens is if you don't ever access your full potential and you never do these things, they don't get done. That's how it is. It's that unique. It's that special. Well, I'm going to leave you with this. Put in the work, commit yourself to living life at the level of your design, commit yourself to going after your dreams, then make commitments to your commitments. That's it for now. I love you guys. I'm about to check out, as I always say. I'm gonna leave this world. I'm gonna die on E, and I'm gonna accomplish everything I was set here to accomplish. Not I'll be on the battlefield. When I leave this place, I'll die on the battlefield fighting for it. For now, I'm out. Peace.